Bigfoot, North America's elusive guardian. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is a large, hairy, human-like creature believed to inhabit the misty forests of the northwestern United States and western Canada. Covered in dark brown hair and standing about 2.7 meters tall, this elusive giant often stirs curiosity and awe. The name Sasquatch comes from the Salish word sasak, meaning wild men. Bigfoot is considered the North American counterpart to the Himalayan Yeti and is sometimes viewed as a guardian of the wilderness. Ogre, the scavenger of French lore. Ogres, grotesque giants from fairy tales and folklore, are often depicted as feeding on human beings. The term gained popularity in the late 17th century through Charles Perrault's Contes de ma Mère l'Oie, Tales of Mother Goose. They appear in stories like Tom Thumb, Hansel and Gretel, and Little Red Riding Hood, where they symbolize fearsome, child-eating monsters. In French mythology, ogres are sometimes considered scavengers who forage in forests for food, with tales possibly serving as warnings to keep children away from dangerous places. The Cyclops in myth and heroic literature is also a form of ogre, devouring humans. Grendel, the misunderstood outsider. Grendel, a monstrous creature from the Old English poem Beowulf, is portrayed as an outcast doomed to wander the earth, embodying darkness and despair. In the poem, Grendel terrorizes and occasionally devours the warriors of the Danish king Hrothgar, only to be mortally wounded by the hero Beowulf. His monstrous mother, seeking vengeance, is also defeated and killed by Beowulf, further emphasizing themes of isolation and retribution. Minotaur, the labyrinth's keeper. The Minotaur, a mythical creature from Greek mythology, had the body of a man and the head of a bull. It was born from the union of Pasiphae, the wife of King Minos, and a snow-white bull sent by the god Poseidon. Angered that Minos did not sacrifice the bull as promised, Poseidon caused Pasiphae to fall in love with it. To facilitate this union, the craftsman Daedalus constructed a wooden bull for Pasiphae to hide inside, enabling the bull to mate with her. The offspring of this union, the Minotaur, was imprisoned in the labyrinth, a complex maze also designed by Daedalus. Ghoul, the graveyard guardian. Ghouls, originating from ancient Arabic folklore, are malevolent creatures said to dwell in deserts and near burial grounds, preying on unsuspecting travelers. These entities gained notoriety in 1001 Nights, where they were depicted as supernatural beings with a flesh-eating reputation, cautioning people against venturing near graveyards at night. Across cultures, ghouls are portrayed in various forms, some as corpse-like beings with decaying flesh and menacing eyes, others as shapeshifters blending seamlessly into the human world. Oni, the complex demons of Japan. Oni, in Japanese folklore, are demonic creatures often depicted as giants with great strength and fearful appearances. Believed to have been introduced to Japan from China alongside Buddhism, Oni are traditionally seen as cruel and malicious, but they can be converted to Buddhism. These demons are characteristically pink, red, or blue-gray in color, often with horns, 3 toes, 3 fingers, and sometimes 3 eyes. Once human, Oni transformed into demons due to intense emotions like rage or jealousy. Rakshasa, the dual-natured giants. Rakshasas, in Hindu mythology, are demonic beings known for their fearsome nature and shape-shifting abilities. They can transform into animals, monsters, or in the case of female demons, beautiful women. These creatures are especially powerful at night, particularly during the new moon, but are dispelled by daylight. Among them, the most powerful is their king, the 10-headed Ravana. Often depicted as giant, cannibalistic beings, Rakshasas are also known as man-eaters, embodying terror and chaos in various myths. Genderuwo, the guardian spirit of forests. Genderuwo, a supernatural being from Javanese folklore, is typically described as a muscular, hairy humanoid with reddish-black skin and bulging eyes. This creature possesses shape-shifting abilities, often appearing initially as a hairy dwarf, but transforming into a gigantic figure when approached. Genderuwo is said to communicate with humans and can even transform into human form to deceive others. Notably, it is attributed with a powerful sex drive and hypnotic skills, often seducing women by taking on the appearance of their husbands. Sightings are reported across Java, with these beings forming colonies in forests and mountains, or hiding individually in large trees, bamboo forests, or even dark, humid places like abandoned buildings near human settlements. Yeti, the gentle giant of the Himalayas. The Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman, is a legendary ape-like creature believed to inhabit the Himalayan mountain range in Asia, particularly in Nepal. Often depicted as being covered in white fur, this elusive creature is considered a guardian of the mountains, protecting the pristine wilderness from human intrusion. Despite numerous anecdotal visual sightings, disputed video recordings, photographs, and plaster casts of large footprints, the existence of the Yeti remains unproven. Yowie, Australia's environmental sentinel. The Yowie, a large, hairy, and ape-like creature, is a prominent figure in Australian folklore. Typically described as standing between 2.1 meters, 6 feet 11 in, and 3.6 meters, 12 feet tall, the Yowie has wide, flat noses and feet much larger than a human's, though reports of its tracks vary widely in shape and toe number. While some describe the Yowie as timid or shy, others report it as sometimes violent or aggressive. Humbaba, the fiery guardian of the gods. Humbaba, a figure in Mesopotamian mythology, is often depicted as a lion-like giant with a fearsome presence and a face that could breathe fire. Known from Sumerian and Akkadian narratives, particularly the Epic of Gilgamesh, Humbaba is portrayed as the guardian of the cedar forest. His encounter with Gilgamesh and Enkidu, which ultimately leads to his death, provokes the anger of the gods. Bugbear, the boundary guardian. A bugbear is a legendary creature often likened to a hobgoblin or boogeyman, traditionally used in folklore to frighten disobedient children. In German folklore, the bugbear is described as a goblin-like entity with a terrifying face and hairy body, believed to lurk in the woods. Tikbalang, the mischievous guide. The Tikbalang is a mythical creature from Philippine folklore, known for its distinctive appearance, a tall, bony humanoid body with the head and hooves of a horse, and long limbs that make its knees reach above its head when squatting. It is said to inhabit the mountains and rainforests of the Philippines. Often seen as a mischievous guide, the Tikbalang is believed to lead travelers astray, but can also offer wisdom if appeased. Some legends suggest that the Tikbalang is a transformation of an aborted fetus sent to Earth from limbo. Behemoth, the immovable colossus. Behemoth, a colossal beast from the Hebrew Bible, symbolizes immovable strength and stability, representing the awe-inspiring power of nature. Often associated with chaos, Behemoth embodies the Earth's enduring force and resilience. According to the biblical book of Job, Behemoth is a primeval chaos monster created by God at the beginning of creation, paired with the chaos monster Leviathan. In later Jewish tradition, it is said that both creatures will become food for the righteous at the end time. Metaphorically, the name Behemoth has come to refer to any extremely large or powerful entity. Zhu Bajie, the relatable anti-hero. Zhu Bajie is a distinctive figure from Chinese mythology and a major character in the 16th century novel Journey to the West. He is depicted as a part pig, part human creature, embodying a blend of vices and virtues that reflect the complexities of human nature. As one of the three helpers of the monk Tang Sanzang, Zhu Bajie often provides comic relief, but also demonstrates strength and bravery during challenging times. His character is marked by laziness, gluttony, and a tendency to lust after women, which frequently leads to trouble for himself and his companions. Despite his flaws, he looks up to his fellow disciple Sun Wukong as a big brother, and his occasional rebelliousness often results in his own humorous downfall. Papinguari, the Amazon's watchful guardian. The Papinguari, a mythical creature from Brazilian folklore, is depicted as a hairy, cyclopean beast inhabiting the Amazon rainforest. According to traditional stories, the Papinguari was once a human shaman who transformed into this monstrous form. It is often described as having a gaping mouth on its abdomen and feet turned backward, a feature that confounds trackers. Werehyena, the transformative hunter. In Ethiopian folklore, it is traditionally believed that blacksmiths, whose trade is hereditary, possess the ability to transform into hyenas, earning them the moniker of werehyenas. These werehyenas, whether men or women, are thought to rob graves at midnight, resuming their human shape at dawn. Viewed with suspicion by the community, they embody the fluidity of identity and the power of change, challenging traditional boundaries between the human and animal worlds, much like the werewolf in other cultures. Patupaiarehe, the enigmatic spirits. Patupaiarehe, ethereal beings from Maori mythology, are known for their pale skin and blonde or red hair. Inhabiting misty mountains and forests, they are often associated with hauntingly beautiful music. These supernatural beings, resembling ordinary people in stature, can draw mist to themselves and tend to be nocturnal or active on foggy days, as direct sunlight is believed to be fatal to them. Aeshma, the demon of wrath. Aeshma, a demon from Persian mythology, embodies uncontrolled wrath and fury. Often considered the ruler of hell and a harbinger of the apocalypse, Aeshma serves as a reminder of the destructive power of unchecked emotions and the chaos they can bring to the world. Leshy, the forest's shape-shifting guardian. Leshy, a deity in Russian folklore, is a shape-shifting guardian of the forests, known for its ability to change size and form, often appearing as a human, animal, or deer. This masculine humanoid entity symbolizes the ever-changing nature of the wilderness and the importance of respecting the natural world. Tepegoz, the one-eyed guardian. Tepegoz, a one-eyed giant from Turkic mythology, is known as a sentinel of hidden treasures and ancient wisdom. This cyclopean figure, often guarding sacred sites, challenges heroes and adventurers, testing their courage, strength, and integrity. Surtr, the fire giant of Ragnarok. Surtr, a giant in Norse mythology, wields the power of fire and is prophesied to play a pivotal role in Ragnarok, the end of the world. His actions symbolize the cycles of creation and destruction, necessary for the renewal of the cosmos, embodying both destructive and transformative forces. His popularity extends into various Eastern and Western games, where he is depicted in diverse forms and with different characteristics. Wendigo, the cautionary spirit of the North. The Wendigo, a creature from native Canadian and Algonquian folklore, is depicted as a malevolent spirit or a giant humanoid with human-like characteristics. It is associated with cannibalism, greed, and insatiable desires, often serving as a cautionary tale against overconsumption and losing one's humanity. The Wendigo is said to possess humans, causing an insatiable hunger for human flesh and a propensity for murder. Its presence is often heralded by a foul stench or an unseasonable chill, and in modern psychiatry, Wendigo psychosis describes a condition marked by an intense craving for human flesh and fear of becoming a cannibal. The Wendigo has also been widely used in literature and art, both as social commentary and in horror fiction. Orcus, the judge of souls. Orcus, a god of the underworld in Roman mythology, is often equated with the Greek god Hades. As a judge of souls, Orcus determines the fate of the dead, symbolizing the inevitability of death and the moral consequences of one's actions during life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel.